Tonight I am taking advantage of the nice weather that we are having to film this week's book review outside. I am trying to take advantage of filming outside as much as I can this year for these book reviews and things. I'm also enjoying the fragrance from this lilac bush. Lilac, however you want to say it. Last year it really didn't bloom, and this year it's really in bloom. This week's book review is another book by Clair and Poulson. I hadn't read any of his books for a while, so when I went to the library I got a bunch on CD to listen to as I did things and worked and stuff, and this week's book was one of them, and it is Portrait of Lies by Clair and Poulson. And I've said before how Clair and Poulson is an author that takes you on a roller coaster, whereas there's authors that they have just a peak, they go and then they have maybe little bumps and then they take you up to this peak and then they just drop down and that's it. Whereas Clair and Poulson, and there's a few other authors that take you on this up down journey where you think you got it figured out, but then something new comes into play. And this week's book is about a detective who he is on a cruise with his father, and they're seeing this art show that's on the cruise, and he sees a painting that he recognizes as one of his mother's, and there's a whole adventure that ensues because of that. And earlier in the story, when they find out about the painting, it goes back about his mother being killed in a robbery is what they ruled it as. And so now that he's a detective, he's figuring things out, and it goes from the cruise ship, it goes to Australia to figure out what is going on and what the true cause, what really happened to his mother. And it's one that keeps you up and down and up and down, and you always want more after it ends. You always want a second book, you don't want it to end. And it's one of those that I stayed up listening to and just tried to squeeze in a little bit, and then I'd fall asleep type of thing, and wake up, start over again. But yeah, I'm going to keep this week's book review short because of my phone camera being dumb. So I put in yesterday's video what it's doing, and also it's deciding when it wants to cut videos when it thinks you're done filming. So I was trying to get through this week's book review without it cutting on me, and I think I did it. Just a quick little story about this. So this welcome sign comes with interchangeable things to put there, and I have the pencil on there that says back to school. My siblings don't like that. They keep changing it to the other changeables and saying, Memorial Day's coming up and we need to change it, or you need a flower for spring, or you need the watermelon because summer's coming. And they keep changing it, and then I keep changing it, and it's just an ongoing little tug of war. But I like teasing them with the back to school. They always say, we're not going back to school. So anyways, I hope I made sense in this quick little review. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with my camera, so maybe I should just actually film on a camera. But for me, a lot of the times it's just easier to film a video on my phone, and then I have an editing app that I put everything together if I've got several clips or just need touch-ups in places, and then I will upload it to YouTube. So, or most of the time if it's just one big clip, I just upload that to YouTube. Anyways,